Part of the reason why it's difficult to take DE seriously sometimes is because of their occasional outright refusal to respect their player base. That's not me trying to start an argument. That's me saying that DE has done bullshit in the past, and they will continue to pull bullshit in the future. As an example, let me pull up a comment from the Warframe forums, which some would say is the Warframe equivalent of North Korea.
Your explanation of the removal of raids were honestly terrible. We were promised statistics, we were promised evidence, and we got back a 5-minute segment on the same thing you stated on the forums thread. This is an insult to the raid community. On a personal note, I would like to thank DE for killing off Raid School Bus. I would like to thank DE for killing the Warframe speedrun community. I would like to thank DE for killing all the raid dedicated clans. I would like to thank DE for removing content that a lot of veterans play daily. PS. Your new Dark Sector mode is a glorified survival mode where the only unique aspect is the changing tiles. Except you don't even have to kill enemies, just capture the orbs. To say that this is on any level of difficulty of raids is further insulting to us. To think 3 years was spent to make this is ridiculous.
If you think DE is incapable of lying, let me remind you of the time when Forma were added to the game for the first time. DE stated the drop rate for Forma was 15%. Data mining later revealed that the true drop rate was not even 5%. Today, as of DevStream 106, marks another occasion where DE fucks up majestically yet again, and the community is left with questions that are met with less than reasonable answers. Of course, I refer to DE announcing that they will remove raids, or better known as trials, from the game near the end of this month. Why, exactly?
XGUI wants to know, what do you see for the future of raids? How are we going to change them, and to be determined?
Trials.
Trials.
Yep.
We call them raids, trials.
Trials, raids.
So we had an announcement on Wednesday about the plan is to actually turn off trials on February 28th on PC. And then console will follow, or we'll do them all at the same time.
Okay.
But basically, there's, there are a lot of work. The upkeep on them is particularly, endless for 3 years. It seems every hotfix we have to have something in it. Every hotfix thread is just fix this.
It's low traffic as well.
Yes.
So, what's the future of them? I think, if I had to guess, I think it would be more of a redesign to fit better with maybe the core gameplay of Warframe. Right now, they kind of push to a section of like stand still on the spot.
That's working right now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
but
sure
that would be the idea.
I'm sure Daryl's watching with a glass of scotch.
No.
Yeah.
But so basically, the idea right now is that you'll have 20 minutes to get as far into the dungeon as you can. So you and your team need. So right now I'm only made it to the second sector, and I'm like 6 minutes in? So
Maybe, yep.
I have 14 minutes to get as far in as I can, and that's how it's going to be competitive. So you and your squad, your clan representing, whatever it may be, has a time limit to get as far into this dungeon as you can, and it is endless, so you'll have to...
Great. There'll be leaderboards for how far people got.
Yes.
Do this weird designer puzzle, and it kind of doesn't really fit with the game anymore. So I think designing something that fits with the flow of the game better would be.
And now, is that something that's still an 8-player possibility, or is it dependent on?
Possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of the communities of these, it is a smaller community within the bigger picture of Warframe, but they are very passionate about their trials, their speed runs, the arcane market, the communities they have, whatever one of these, it may be all, it may be none, the communities they play with. So do we have any sort of hope to give them, anything to talk about, or do we just hope that they can understand that we just can't support this content type as it stands and we want to replace it with something more refreshed in design? Or should they feel that, that sort of same style of gameplay just won't come back?
I wouldn't say it's not coming back. I think it needs to be rethought and fit better with the Warframe universe and the Warframe as a game. I think the fact that Arcanes were cornered in a very hardcore market of the world was kind of a mistake. At the time, it seemed good because it was like the reward for challenge, but I think since we didn't kind of grow that system and put in an easier version of the trials, then I think it kind of just left that floating out there as a thing that we weren't concentrating on, we weren't adding to, we weren't evolving, and I think it just kind of was rotting on the side and was going further and further away from what the core of the game was, I think.
In other words, raids are being put out to pasture because A. They can no longer be supported with the game's quote-unquote flow, despite the fact that Conclave leaves something to be desired given how it's an unbalanced fucking mess. B. The upkeep for raids is too much, even though taking down a game mode just for bug fixes is the equivalent of shutting off an entire building's electricity just to replace a single bulb. And C. Raids have been rotting on the side, even though content creators such as Xanagoth have been successful with making raid-related videos, and even though raid communities such as the famous Raid School Bus have developed, I can fucking guarantee you that if DE did not reveal or say anything about dark sectors in that div stream, they would be getting a lot more hate than they are now. I can tell you without a doubt that the only reason they even mentioned dark sectors after 3 years of not existing was to serve as a pathetic attempt to appease the raid community, as if they're saying, we know we're taking away the thing you like, but if it makes you feel better we're gonna give you this other thing that we took away 3 years ago. Remember when we said 3 years ago it would be back soon? Well, here it is. To top it off, DE is laughably trying to pass off dark sectors as a big alternative to raids, when judging by what they look like, they're actually worse for Warframe than raids. Don't kid yourself, DE is trying to replace raids with dark sectors, and that's incredibly fucking retarded. Here's why. Dark sectors are literally just endless sorties, but with a time limit, not to mention that they're endless extermination, meaning that if you're planning on going as far as possible, you are going to fucking need a tank or utility frame like Chroma or Loki to circumvent enemy scaling and environmental conditions in the map. Huh, why does that sound so familiar? If I'm wrong and raids are brought back eventually, then whoop-de-fucking-do. I'm wrong, DE is adored by everyone yet again, and life goes on. If I'm not wrong, then I advise you either suck it up or learn to love something else, because God knows that nobody wants to go play Destiny 2 just to raid. Thank you for watching.